There's a silence that speaks louder than any words, and perhaps you've felt it before, even without understanding why. There are moments when the absence of clear gestures, declarations, or actions seems to weigh as heavily as a doubt in your chest. And you ask yourself, does he think of me? Do I really matter to him? But today, the angels want you to know something that might change how you see this situation. They are whispering in your heart. Yes, you are in their heart, even if they can't show it right now. Imagine, for a moment, a calm lake on a winter day. The surface seems still, cold, impassive. But deep down, there are currents moving, silent, intense, carrying life back and forth. Their heart is like that lake. On the outside, they may seem distant, caught in their own confusion or unable to take the step you so eagerly await. But inside, where the eyes can't reach, there are feelings bubbling, memories they revisit in silence, moments they hold on to without knowing how to express them. The angels show me that often, silence is an armor, a reflection of the fear of being vulnerable, getting hurt, or even not being enough. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe what you interpret as disinterest is actually an internal conflict. Perhaps deep down, they are battling their own demons while trying to find a way to get closer to you. This silence doesn't mean absence. It carries more emotions than you can imagine. The angels bring me a clear image now, they alone, with thoughts that often wander back to you. The memory of something you said, the way you smiled in a moment that seemed so ordinary, but that etched their heart in a way they can't even grasp. It's like you are a soft light they notice from afar, but fear getting close to. And here comes the divine message. It's not about what they can do now. It's about what they feel when they think of you. I feel like you need to hear this. Love, at times, doesn't reveal itself in the way we expect. It's not always a grand gesture, a sudden confession, or a movie-worthy twist. Often, it's in the small things, in actions you might not even notice. A gaze that lingers a bit longer than it should, a message sent for no apparent reason, or even the way they seem to pull back, but never completely. Because even if they don't know how to act, they feel. And that feeling is real. Certainly, you might wonder, so, what do I do with this silence? How can I understand what they truly feel for me? And the angels tell me the answer lies within you. Not in what you do to get a clear response, but in what you feel when you look inside yourself. You have the power to trust your heart, to listen to the intuition the angels have placed in your path. They whisper that their silence is not the end of this story, but rather a chapter you are meant to unravel with patience and faith. Now, I want you to do something for yourself. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and place your hand over your heart. Feel the energy pulsing within you, the strength that connects you to something greater. Repeat silently, I trust in divine timing. I am worthy of love, and it will find me at the right moment. The angels are by your side as you do this, surrounding you with a light of acceptance and courage. And there's something else they want you to know. The silence will not last forever. There's an energy in motion, a cycle that is about to close. Something huge is being announced. It could be an unexpected revelation, a gesture that will surprise you, or even a change within themselves that will allow them to see this situation with new eyes. Whatever it may be, the angels are preparing them for it, and they ask that you trust the process. As you reflect on this, I want you to write in the comments, I am open to the love and truth of the angels. Declare to the universe that you are ready to receive the answers you seek, in the right time. By doing this, you will be activating the divine energy that connects you to what is to come. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. The angels are by your side, guiding every step, illuminating every doubt. But there is more that needs to be said. The angels have something even deeper to reveal to you about this connection and what it means on your journey. Allow yourself to continue, because what comes next may change everything. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Can you feel it? There's something in the air. It's as if a gentle energy is touching your skin, a silent whisper that seems to say, trust because something is coming. You may not realize it yet, but the angels have already begun to work silently in your life, aligning every detail, moving invisible pieces, preparing the way for something that will change everything. And here's the truth that the angels insist you hear now. You are in someone's heart, even without knowing it, and that bond is about to reveal itself in a way that will transform what you believe about love and destiny. But how do you know if this is real? How do you trust in what can't be seen? The angels say that signs are all around, just waiting for you to open your inner eyes to perceive them. Maybe in recent days you've noticed something different, a fallen feather in an unexpected place, a repeated number that keeps showing up, a song playing at the exact moment your mind was lost in thoughts. None of this is mere coincidence. These small manifestations carry deep messages, and all of them point to one certainty. Something magnificent is on its way to you. I need you to trust in this message, because the angels never play with the emotions of those they protect. They are by your side now, sending signs that often go unnoticed amidst the rush of daily life. Remember the last time you looked up at the sky, maybe while sipping your coffee or strolling leisurely. That moment when a butterfly crossed your path or a gentle breeze blew just when your mind was filled with doubts. These are subtle touches, almost like silent notes the universe leaves at your doorstep. And if you're here, reading this message now, that's also a sign. The angels wanted you to know that you're not alone. They wanted you to know that something much greater is being prepared, something beyond what your mind can grasp at this moment. And this brings us to an important question. Have you ever wondered why certain moments seem to carry a special weight? Why on some nights, your heart feels restless, as if it knows something is about to happen, even if you can't explain it? The angels say that this is the echo of the transformation that is approaching. It's like a wave that begins far away on the horizon, gaining strength until it finally reaches you. And when that happens, you will understand that every doubt, every tear, every weight had a purpose. I feel like right now, there's a message that the angels want you to hear. Trust in divine timing. It can be tough, I know. The waiting sometimes feels never-ending, and the heart grows weary of believing. But the angels are preparing something that you could never even imagine. They see what you can't see right now. They know what's to come. And it's something so special, so deeply connected to your journey, that when it arrives, you'll realize that everything you've been through was necessary for you to be ready to receive it. The signs aren't just reminders that the angels are by your side. They are invitations for you to trust. So let me ask you, what was the last sign you received? Maybe it was something that seemed too small to notice, but now, upon reflection, it all makes sense. There's someone somewhere who holds you in their heart. Someone who feels your energy even from a distance. Someone who may not even be able to explain why they think of you so often. The angels are working to align your paths, and they simply ask that you remain open and receptive to the messages. Have you ever noticed that, in moments of greater vulnerability, life seems to whisper answers? It could be through a dream you recently had, a phrase someone told you, or even in the way your heart beats faster in certain situations. These are the angels trying to get your attention, trying to say, "We are here. We are taking care of you. And something huge is on its way." And now, I want you to do something simple, yet powerful. Place your hand over your heart. Feel the warmth that comes from it. That's your divine energy, your point of connection with the universe. While you do this, repeat silently, "I trust in the universe's plans. I receive the signs and accept what is to come." The angels want you to know that your light is unique and it attracts what is meant for you. They are asking you to stand firm, because what is coming is greater than anything you have imagined. And as you ponder on this message, I want you to prepare yourself, because the next sign you receive will be so clear that there will be no doubts. It will be the universe telling you that the time has come. And meanwhile, remember, you are not alone. What the angels have in store for you is beyond any expectations. Trust, because the love and transformation you deserve are already on their way. Picture that quiet afternoon, when the sky seems more gray than blue, and you feel a restlessness in your chest that you can't explain. It's as if something is about to happen, but everything around you remains silent still. Maybe you've asked yourself in that moment, why this empty feeling? Why this doubt that weighs so much and seems to have no answer? The angels told me something today, and I feel like I need to share it with you. They whispered that doubt, heavy as it may be, is not here to paralyze but to teach. However, they also know that when the unknown takes over, it's hard to see the light. It's like walking on a road shrouded in thick fog, not knowing what awaits with each step. But what if I told you that this fog is not a wall? That, in fact, what you're feeling now is an invitation to trust in what your eyes cannot yet see. The angels told me about someone who, just like you, was facing the weight of the unknown. During a time of uncertainties, this person began to notice simple, almost imperceptible signs. The the sound of a distant melody, the flight of a bird crossing their path, a word that seemed to leap off the pages of a book. At first, they didn't understand the meaning. But over time, they realized that these signs were like little invisible hands, guiding them to where they needed to be. Have you ever noticed something like that? Something small that somehow touches your heart as if it were a direct message from the divine? And maybe now you're thinking, but how can I trust when everything seems so uncertain? That's the question the angels love to answer. They say that faith is not the absence of doubt, but the courage to move forward even when you don't have all the answers. It's like planting a seed without knowing exactly when it will bloom, but still caring for it with love, because you trust that something beautiful will come. And believe me, it will. There's a simple exercise that the angels suggested for you. At some point in your day, maybe as the sun sets or while you have your coffee, place your hand over your heart. Feel the beats, that rhythm that is uniquely yours. Repeat silently, I trust the path, even without seeing it entirely. I am guided by the light. Do this gently, without rush. The angels are listening. They want you to know that you're not alone. And you might be wondering, will this doubt, will it pass? Yes, it will. Doubts are like clouds, fleeting. What remains is the strength you discover within yourself as you weather each storm. The angels don't want you to ignore or fight against it. They want you to embrace it, like welcoming an unexpected visitor, knowing that it won't stay forever. Because in the end, it's faith that builds the bridge between doubt and certainty. And there is something else they want you to know right now. The unknown, as scary as it may seem, holds surprises that can transform your life in ways you can't even imagine yet. Trust in this mystery. There is something huge unfolding for you, something the angels are already preparing behind the scenes. And while this gift hasn't fully revealed itself, they ask you to keep moving forward, even if slowly, even if with fear. Because every step, even the most unsure ones, is leading you towards the light that is waiting for you. If you feel like this message has touched something within you, share here in the comments a word that encapsulates what your heart is feeling right now. The angels have told me that by verbalizing it, you shape the path, allowing it to become even clearer. And remember, this doubt, this feeling of emptiness, is not an end. It's just a pause, a moment when the universe breathes, preparing something greater for you. And as you ponder upon this, know that there is even more to be revealed. The next message the angels have for you is even more powerful. They have told me that you hold a special place in someone's heart in a way you can't even imagine. And that will change everything. Are you ready to discover more? There are moments in life when the silence feels deafening. Have you ever felt that? As if everything around you stops and time insists on dragging slowly, testing your patience, your strength, your faith. The waiting can be painful, almost like a cold breeze touching your face on a lonely morning, bringing with it the doubt, why is nothing happening? If you are experiencing this moment now, I want you to know that it's not an empty void without purpose. Quite the opposite. It's in this space between desire and fulfillment that the angels work the most in your favor. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Can you feel it? There's an energy around you, something that your eyes can't see, but that your heart can recognize. It's as if the universe is whispering, trust. Something big is on the way. The challenges you are facing today are not punishments, nor proofs that you are alone. They are, in fact, the fire that refines gold. The angels ask me to say that every tear you've shed, every doubt you've faced, and every uncertainty you've endured serves a greater purpose. And that purpose is closer than you think. There's a story I want to share with you. It tells of someone who, in a moment of great waiting, felt like everything was falling apart. This person, who spent sleepless nights questioning why there was so much silence, one day found a sign. It was a white feather, lying beside their bed. At first, it seemed like just an insignificant detail. But as they held it, a warm feeling filled their chest. They knew in that moment that they were not alone. That feather was the message they needed to remember that the angels were there, preparing something that couldn't be seen yet. And you? Have you ever noticed how small signs appear in the most unexpected moments? Maybe it's a song that plays on the radio and seems to speak directly to you. Or a butterfly that emerges, gently fluttering as you walk. These signs are not coincidences. They are reminders from the angels, whispers that say, Hold on. We are paving the way. The waiting is actually a call to transformation. Think of a seed buried in the ground. It seems inert, forgotten, but within it something magical is happening. Slowly, it breaks through its own barriers, opens up to the unknown, and begins to grow towards the light. You are that seed now. And the angels are by your side, watering your journey with drops of hope, patience, and courage. I feel like you need to hear this. What you're waiting for is not in vain. There is something tremendous being prepared for you, something beyond what you can imagine right now. But for that to happen, you need to open yourself up to the process. You need to trust that divine timing is perfect, even when it doesn't seem to align with yours. The angels see what you can't see right now. They know that what's coming for you is much greater than what you perceive as a loss or a delay. In the meantime, ask yourself, what can I learn in this waiting period? How can I prepare for what's to come? Because here's the truth. Waiting is not just about time passing. It's about time shaping. It's about the growth that occurs as you get ready to receive what is rightfully yours by divine decree. Place your hand on your heart and repeat after me. I embrace the angel's timing. I trust that I'm being prepared for something greater. I am ready to bloom. Do this as you take deep breaths and feel the warmth of faith enveloping you. That's your strength. It's that belief that will open the doors to what's coming. And know this, the waiting is not forever. It has an end. But when that end comes, you won't be the same. You'll be stronger, wiser, more connected to your essence. The angels want you to know that what's coming is so magnificent that, when it happens, you'll look back and understand that every moment of waiting was worth it. While you ponder on this, know that the angels have more to say. Something very special is reserved for you, and in the coming moments, you will start feeling the first signs. But for now, I ask, are you ready to trust? Because that is the key to unlocking the doors to what's to come. Do you feel that restlessness in your chest? Like something is about to happen, but you can't quite decipher what it is yet? The angels are here, whispering a truth that maybe you have already felt silently. You are in someone's heart. It's no coincidence that you're reading this right now. There's a connection pulsating like a gentle melody, an energy that surrounds you even on the days when you feel invisible. Because, unknowingly, there's a greater purpose intertwining love and your life path. Sometimes, when we look at the past missed connections, it's easy to believe that love is something distant, a dream that never materializes as we imagine. But the angels want you to know that each experience, each tear, and each smile were carefully aligned to bring you to this exact moment. The moment when your soul begins to understand that true love is not just about who is by your side, but about who awakens your inner light. Have you ever taken a moment to reflect on this? Not on what could have been, but on what is being woven now, even if it's still invisible to the eye. The love that the angels speak of is not just romantic. It's the call to believe in yourself, in your strength, and in your ability to transform everything around you. Because when love and purpose meet, something monumental happens. You become unshakable. There's someone who feels your energy, even from a distance. Someone who, without words, is touched by your existence. This isn't a product of fantasy, but of a reality that the angels wish for you to accept. Because when you believe, you open the door for love to find its way to you. No matter how far it may seem, love always finds a way. Always. I know there are days when you question if it's still possible to believe. But let me tell you a story. Once, a person walked alone through a park, lost in their thoughts. They felt forgotten by the world, but suddenly, a butterfly landed softly on their shoulder. That butterfly may have seemed insignificant, but to them it was a sign, a reminder that there is beauty and connection, even in the quietest moments. You are like that butterfly in someone's life. Without even realizing it, you touch hearts, inspire, transform. And now the angels ask of you, allow yourself to believe that the same can happen to you. And this brings us to an essential question. What do the angels want you to do in this moment? The answer is simple, yet powerful. They ask you to trust. Trust that you are exactly where you should be, and that the love that seems distant is, in fact, drawing near. Trust in your worth, because you are deserving of being loved in a way that lights up your whole world. Trust that even if the signs are subtle, they are there, whether in a song that unexpectedly plays, in a message that arrives at just the right time, or even in a dream that warms your heart. The angels whisper that you are not alone on this path. They are by your side, holding your invisible hand, guiding you towards an encounter with something greater. Something that combines the love you deserve with the purpose your soul carries. Because when these two come together, your life blossoms in a way you may have never imagined. So, I ask you, what are you waiting for to believe? Close your eyes for a moment and place your hand on your heart. Feel the warmth it carries, the energy that pulses. Repeat to yourself, I trust in the love that is coming to me. I am worthy of finding my purpose, and it is already unfolding. Do this with intention, with faith. This is the angel's invitation to you now. And as you reflect on this, know that the story doesn't end here. What the angels have to reveal to you is still unfolding, and it will be something that will light up not only your heart but your entire path. Because when you believe, the universe conspires to align everything. Are you ready for what comes next?